G'day guys, my name is Caleb, otherwise known as the Critic Kebab. The 94th Academy Awards is fast approaching, and in this series, I will be making a verdict on whether the films nominated for Best Picture are actually worthy of winning that extremely prestigious prize. I will be giving my thoughts and breaking down the pros and cons of all these movies and explaining why they are nominated for Best Picture, and if they're even good movies at all. There will be a playlist with all the videos, so make sure to check them out, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content just like this. This video is going to focus on the film Belfast. Straight from the brain of writer-director Kenneth Branagh, this film follows young Irish boy Buddy, who is growing up in Belfast in a time of uncertainty. Set during the 1960s, where tensions between the Catholic and the Protestant communities was quite high, resulting in violence and rioting within the local communities. This war of ideology, where Protestantism reject the Roman Catholic doctrines, forces this Belfast family to choose between waiting for the conflict to just blow over or leave everything behind and start a new life somewhere else. This is a very charming and sweet movie. Kenneth Branagh is pulling from his own memory and lived experience and telling the story of what it was like growing up in a working class family when things were just never easy. This film is led by Jude, who plays Buddy, and he is amazing in this film. He is a great find, and his sweet innocence just becomes so infectious. He carries the emotional weight throughout this film, and this is shown through his desire to love his family, understand the world around him, as well as make it work with a girl in his class that he likes. His father is played by Dornan, and I really liked his performance, as he is a loving father who protects his family and works in their best interest despite not always being around the house. The mother is played by Caitriona Balfe, and she too also gives an emotional performance that really makes you buy into this family dynamic. The chemistry between the whole family is great, but I especially liked the father-son dynamic between Jude and Dornan. The best example of this is around 45 minutes into the film, where Buddy is being walked to school by his father.
Daddy, are we gonna have to leave Belfast?
After a great emotional beat, Buddy is dropped off at school, and as he walks to class, his father is confronted by one of the antagonists of the film, someone he used to go to school with. This scene is really good because it uses visual storytelling to enhance what is going on. Dornan is protecting his son from those who threaten danger, as he confronts the threat between him and his son, and by extension his whole family, is a gate. This gate symbolizes that he will put himself out there in front to protect what he cares about. Buddy, watching on, learns that there is always danger beyond the gate, but his father will always protect him. And as a viewer, this helps you understand the characters' motivations, as well as gain a greater level of care and sympathy for this family and this story. From a technical perspective, this film is competent in all areas. What stood out to me was during all the rioting scenes, Branagh does a good job of maintaining the tension and communicating it through the eyes of an adolescent boy who is unfamiliar with chaos. The town and its inhabitants all felt authentic, and as a love letter to Belfast, this community, and this time in history, that was incredibly important to get right. And the filmmakers did. As someone who has never visited Belfast, I could comfortably say I got a sense of what it was like. And that is the power of storytelling, when it can transport you to places you've never experienced, and yet still feel those human emotions that we all share. Another great touch is Buddy and his appreciation for cinema. And the way Branagh communicates that is through this black and white film, but the cinema and creative world is shown in colour, sparking that creative side in Buddy. And I really liked that. Belfast is a competently made movie that has a simplistic story and compelling characters. I believe its emotional resonance will differ with everyone. And unfortunately for me, I did not find myself fully wrapped up in the story and the emotional beats. I can acknowledge it is a movie not aimed necessarily for me, but I do appreciate its care and attention to detail in telling this heartwarming coming-of-age story. This movie is in between being a good and an okay movie, and I can see audiences leaning either way. But in my honest opinion, this leans more towards being an okay movie. It's a light-hearted tale that isn't pretentious or overly serious, which is a good thing. But in my opinion, it is not groundbreaking or memorable and not worthy of winning Best Picture. Those are my thoughts on Belfast. And I'd love to hear from you now. What did you think of the movie? Did you like it more, the same, or less than me? Let me know down below. Whilst you're down there, also let me know if you actually do think that Belfast will win Best Picture. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd and all the social medias for exclusives, and I'll catch you in the next video.